Shalom, shalom. Here we go. Check it out. Let's see what we got here. We go right there, go through. All right. All right, we're going to give our praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Hashem Abishai. Double honor to the apostle, brothers, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the host for the elect. So we're going to get right to this lesson. Go right into it. The title is The Wicked Should Not Be Unpunished. So let's get right into it. It's going to be a quick lesson. So get right. Make this whatever it may be. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, yeah.
In today's show with a new report on the history of lynchings in the United States and their legacy today. After 5 years of exhaustive research and interviews with local historians and descendants of lynching victims, the Equal Justice Initiative found white Southerners lynched nearly 4,000 black men and women and children between 1877 and 1950. Nearly 700 of those lynchings were previously unaccounted for. The report details a 1916 attack in which a mob lynched Jeff Brown for accidentally bumping into a white girl as she ran to catch a train. And an example from 1940, a crowd lynched Jesse Thornton for not addressing a white police officer as Mr. In many cases, the lynchings were attended by the entire white community in an area.
Well, for more, we go to Alabama, one of the 12 southern states profiled in the study, where we're joined by Brian Stevenson, attorney who's worked on death penalty cases in the Deep South since 1985 and the founder and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative. The report published Tuesday is titled Lynching in America, Confronting the Legacy of Racial Terror. They're now calling for the placement of historical markers at sites where lynchings occurred. Brian Stevenson joins us from Montgomery, Alabama. Welcome to Democracy Now!, Brian. There's a whole discussion again.
The title says the wicked should not be unpunished. Okay, let's move right to these scriptures. Let's go to Proverbs. Chapter 6. Get something there. Yeah, this is 6, verse 15. Yes, Proverbs 6, verse 15, it says, therefore should his calamity come suddenly, should he be broken without remnant, right? Broken without remnant. Psalms 6, verse 16, there are 6 things the Lord hate, yet 7 are abomination unto him. Verse 17, a proud look, a lying tongue, the hand that shed innocent blood. Verse 18, their heart that devour wicked imagination, foot that be swiftful and runneth to mischief. Verse 19, fault witness that speak lies, he that soweth discords among brothers. Right, man. Let's go to read it again. Proverbs 6, verse 15. Therefore, should his calamity come suddenly, should be breaking without remnant, right? Should be breaking without remnant. Let's see, I get some of that. Right. Hold on. Proverbs 16, yeah. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah chapter, let's see what I get in that 19 verse 11. Jeremiah 19 verse 11 is say, is this what I want? Nope. Was this not what I want? But it's all right. Move on. go move on. Proverbs 6 verse 17. It say, a proud look, a lying tongue, and the hand that shed innocent blood, right? The hand that shed innocent blood. Let's go to Proverbs 12 verse 22. See, 22. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but he that deal trickery are his delight, right? Let's go to Proverbs 10. Let's go to that. Proverbs 10 verse 24. It say, the fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted, right? Shall be granted. What else I got? Yeah, Proverbs 10 verse 27. The fear of the Lord prolong the days, but the year of the wicked should be short, right? It shall be short. What else I got? Job 15 verse 33. Hold on, let me see if I get some of that. Job chapter 15 verse 32. It should be accomplished for, Job chapter 15 verse 32. It should be accomplished before his time, and his branch should not be green. He should shut off his unripened grapes as a vine, and it shall cast off his flower as an olive. For the congregation of the hypocrite shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacle of the barren with it. Seems that were right. Hold on. What's that? Yeah. What's that? Job 15 verse 34. What is that? Bear? Okay, move on.
Bribery.
Yeah, bribery. Yeah, I know what I'm saying wrong. What does it say?
Corruption.
Payola, okay. Job 15 verse 34. For the congregation of the hypocrite shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacle of bribery. What is
Corruption.
What else?
Palm greasing.
Graft.
Hush money.
Job 15 verse 35. They consume mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. All right. What else we got here? Let's move on. That's all I want. That one. Yeah. All right. Let me see how much time we got. Move on. Okay, yeah. See, I ain't got to be too long. Okay, let's go right to it. All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. It said, the hand joining hand, the wicked should not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Right, the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right, let's go to Psalms 37, verse 28. For the Lord loved judgment and forsake not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Right, the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Let's read again, Proverbs. No, let's go back to Psalm 37, verse 7. It said, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fear not thyself because of him who prosperity in his ways, because of the man who bring wicked device to pass. Psalm 37 verse 9, for the evildoer shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord shall inhabit the earth. Psalm 37 verse 12, the wicked plot against the just and gash upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seems that his days is coming. Right, Psalm 37 verse 28. For the Lord loved judgment, right? For the Lord loved judgment and forsake not his saint. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off, right? The seed of the wicked. Verse 34, it said, wait on the Lord and keep his ways, and he shall exalt thee to inhabit the land when the wicked are cut off, and thou shall see it, right? Thou shall see it. All right, let's go to Jeremiah. Yeah. Jeremiah, messing up. Chapter 30, verse 16. Jeremiah 30, verse 16, it said, therefore all that devour thee should be devoured, and all that adversary, every one of them, should go into captivity, and them that spoil thee should be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give it for a prey, right? For I give it for a prey. Let me see what else. Okay. All right. Let's read again, Jeremiah 30, verse 16. Therefore, all that devour thee should be devoured, and all that adversary, every one of them, should go into captivity. And that spoil thee should be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give it for a prey. Verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemot, because they have called thee outcast. Say, this is Zion, who no man seeking after, right? What was like that? Joel? No, Ezekiel. Gotta go into that. 25. Verse 12. It said, thou said the Lord, power, because Edom had dealt treacherously against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and a greater offense and revenge upon himself, avenge himself upon thee. Therefore thou said the Lord, power, also I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Tema, and they of demon, and shall fall by the sword. And I'll lay my vengeance upon Edom, and by the hand of my people Israel, they shall do in Edom according to my anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord. All right, one more scripture should be. Jeremiah 49, verse 11. Lead their fathers the children, preserve them alive, and let their widows trust in me. For thou said the Lord, behold, that whole judgment are was not to drink of the cup, having surely drunk it, and they are he that shall altogether go unpunished. They should not go unpunished, but they should surely drink of it, right? You should surely drink of it. Verse 13, for I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, their bosom should become a desolate, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all that city thereof shall be perpetually wasted. Verse 14, and I heard a rumor from the Lord, as an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, say, gather yourself together, and come against her come against her and raise up to the battle, right? Raise up to the battle. Verse 17. Also, Edom should be a desolate, everyone that go by it should be astonished and should hiss at all her all the place thereof. Verse 19, verse 18 is in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor city thereof, should say the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither should a son of man dwell in it. Right, let me see. What else I got? Me, told myself we'll leave that alone, but me, what? Okay. What else I got? Get one more scripture. Proverbs, what, 16, I think. Let me see. Yeah, Proverbs 16, verse 18. Proud to go before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Right. What else? I think I got a couple more. Let's go to Joel. No, yeah, Amos. That's it. That's the closeout. Amos 1:11. Amos 1:11. It say, "Thou said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away, to punish thereof, because he had pursued his brother with the sword, and did cast off pity, and his anger did repent, and he kept his wrath forever." Right, you kept your wrath forever. Amos 1:11, thou said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away, to punish thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off pity, and his anger did tear perpetual, and he kept his wrath forever. Right. Right, you kept your wrath. All right, it's okay. What else I do? That should be it. Told myself. Think I gotta. Let me see. Okay. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's see what I can get out of that. 34, verse 2. Isaiah 34, verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, his fury upon all their army. He had only destroyed them, and he had delivered them to the slaughter. Right? He had delivered them to the slaughter. Isaiah 34, verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. Isaiah 34, verse 8. For it's the day of the Lord's vengeance, and a year of recompense in the congregation of Zion. I think that should be it. Yeah. Go back to that.
In today's show with a new report on the history of lynchings in the United States and their legacy today. After 5 years of exhaustive research,
a study found 4,000 lynchings in Jim Crow, Southwood, U.S. address. Man, y'all got
interviews with local historians and descendants of lynching victims. The Equal Justice Initiative found white Southerners lynched nearly 4,000 black men and women and children between 1877 and 1950. Nearly 700 of those lynchings were previously unaccounted for. The report details a 19...
See what it say? It say a man was lynched yesterday.
16 attack in which a mob lynched Jeff Brown for accidentally bumping into a white girl as he ran to catch a train. And an example from 1940, a crowd...
What? 3,000 was burnt Negroes? Well, 3,000 was burnt Negroes?
Jesse Thornton for not addressing a white police officer as Mr. In many cases, the lynchings were attended by the entire white community in an area.
Well, for more, we go to Alabama, one of the 12 southern states profiled in the study, where we're joined by Brian Stevenson, attorney who's worked on death penalty cases in the Deep South since 1985 and the founder and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative. The report published Tuesday is titled Lynching in
So you see,
America, Confronting the Legacy of Racial Terror. They're now calling for the placement of historical markers at sites where lynchings occurred. Brian Stevenson joins us from Montgomery, Alabama. Welcome to Democracy Now!, Brian. There's a whole discussion again about states' rights. In a moment, we're going to talk to one of the first couples who just got married in Alabama. How does that relate to this horrific study that has been done, or a study about the horrific history of lynching?
Well, it relates very directly. I mean, you're absolutely right that this rhetoric of states' rights was precisely what local states asserted when the federal government began asking questions about why these lynchings were being tolerated. And in many ways, it is that dynamic that set up this era of terrorism. I mean, at the end of the Civil War, you had people who were reclaiming power.
Yeah, man. We can see the title. Yeah, I'm trying to see what. Okay. So, right, man. I'm going to close that right there. So, we're going to give our praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Shah. Down on to the possible, to the LZ Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.